In 2, there's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They're going to look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket.
This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Yep. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to Montgomery on second down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Down to the 42, second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Troy Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Strike! Check! Strike!
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
2nd and 13. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Okay. Ready.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Falcon football.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Ready.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. Cottrell, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. Here's Fields. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more? It's the NFL. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that. It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week. Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. Fields on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. One play action. Fields out to his left. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Up the middle they go. Cottrell. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Troy Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go now. Steal, flat.
Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Back to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Right. Check. Right. Right.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man complete to Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ultra. Go ultra. Mega. Strike. Ultra.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Hey, walk here. Black shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Strike through. Blue striker.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Let's go now.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Again, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Okay, ready? Good, 52.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, here's Thompson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Set, hunt.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, one team clearly was in control from the start in this one, Charles. They had things humming on the offensive end, few passing touchdowns. And their secondary on defense really helped to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they certainly did, Brandon. And let's face it, it may be cliche, but that secondary, they brought their no-fly zone signs to this one, didn't they? Shut down everything in the airways, and conversely, their own offense had its way through the air. They made sure their passing game was humming.
So for Atlanta, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York.